Hey everyone! Today we are assembling a patented Western Red Cedar fence panel kit, produced by Signature Development Inc. and available exclusively through the Home Depot. I'm Zack Johnson, and this is how. For purposes of this video, I'm assembling a 4-foot panel. All steps and components are the same for every height option offered. Know that it'll take about 20 minutes to construct each panel. Now let's get started. The panel kit itself comes with all the sub-assembly components needed, including one top piece, two side pieces, one center rail, a T-top, and a T-bottom, two lattice panels, one lattice divider, 5 sub-assembly fence board panels, and a bag of screws. You'll also need a hammer or a mallet, a drill for the screws, and of course, the safety glasses. Please double check to make sure you're not missing anything. If you are, and it's from the kit, all you need to do is contact a friendly customer service associate at the number below. If you simply forgot your hammer or drill, don't worry, I'll wait for you. First, we'll start with the top piece. The top piece is easily identified because it is the longest piece. It has one groove side, one flat side, and square cut ends. The two side pieces look similar to the top piece, except they are a little shorter and have one square cut end and one end with a peg. The instructions call this a tenon, let's just call it a peg. The sides also have 2 holes, about 1 foot down from the peg, and a set of 3 holes at the end without the peg. Take the peg end of the side piece and connect it to the groove end of the top piece. Forming a right angle, using the 2 pre-drilled holes on the flat end of the top piece, screw the pieces together, making sure that the side piece is flush with the edge of the top piece. To make the fence panel assembly tighter and easier, we're gonna go ahead and construct the whole thing upside down. Our top piece is now upside down, and the side piece stands vertical, making an L shape. You might want to prop it up against a wall for support during the rest of construction. Next come the lattice panels. They do have a front and back side to them. You can tell because while the front is free of fasteners, the back shows off the staples holding the lattice together. So be sure you install both panels facing the same direction. You'll also need the lattice divider, which is this little guy. Take one lattice panel and lay it into the grooves of the top and side piece. Stick the lattice divider against the exposed end of the lattice panel. Then, place the second lattice panel into the grooves of the top piece and the lattice divider. Remember to be sure that the second lattice panel faces the same way as the first. Next, you'll take the center rail, which has 2 groove sides and pegs at both ends. Take the center rail and lay it on top of the lattice panels, fitting a peg end into the grooves of the side piece. Press down on the center rail to make sure it's a snug fit. Use the pre-drilled holes in the side piece to screw the center rail and side piece together, holding the center rail down and against the side piece as you do. Make sure the lattice panel and lattice divider are placed tightly against the side piece and fit snug all the way around. Keeping it tight and snug will ensure worry-free installation of the other side piece. Then, install one screw through the groove of the center rail into the lattice divider. Next come the panel sub-assemblies. There are 3 different types. The first one to install is type 1. There's only one and it's surrounded on all sides. 3 sides are pegged, aka male shapes, and the other side is grooved or female. Lay the peg sides into the grooves of the center rail and side piece. There are 3 type 2 pieces. They have 2 pegged ends, 1 groove side, and 1 side that's bare. Install these in succession, with the bare side inserted into the groove of the previous piece. You may need to lightly tap on the panel with a hammer or mallet to assure the bare edge fits tightly into the groove. Remember, keep it snug. Then comes the last panel, type 3, which is similar to type 2, but has a pegged side rather than a groove side. Slide the remaining panel into place. So now double check to make sure that all the panels line up nicely. Now you are ready to take the second side piece and install the peg end into the groove of the top piece. And just like with the first side piece, use the pre-drilled holes to screw the second side piece and center rail together. Remember to be sure the side piece is flush with the edge of the top piece. You may need to realign the sub panels to ensure a nice, tight fit. Now we'll need to construct the bottom piece, called the T-piece. This consists of a top, which has pegs, a groove side, and a bottom. which is basically a 2x4 with pegs on the ends. Place the bottom 2x4 on its edge. Lay the top piece on the top edge of the 2x4 with the groove side up, making sure that the pegs of the top portion line up with the pegs of the bottom portion. Next, install 4 screws, spaced evenly through the top board. These screws will support the top piece and the bottom piece together. Make sure that the outer screws are about 6 inches away from the outside of the board. Once fastened, lay the grooved edge on the panel pieces. Using the pre-drilled holes in the side piece, screw the bottom piece and the side pieces together. So I went ahead and I flipped the fence panel upright. Using the pre-drilled holes in the top panel, I'm going to go ahead and secure the side panel in. Lastly, I'm going to go ahead and take the pre-drilled hole in the top panel and connect it to the center divider. So pour yourself a drink, sit back, and enjoy a job well done. It's recommended that you install a quality sealer right away to minimize potential shrinkage or cracking. Check with a paint associate at your local store for advice. But a sure winner is a clear or semi-transparent finish, like a cedar or redwood tone. If you're looking for some variety, there's a number of lattice styles available, including some unique possibilities, such as pressed tin pattern, ornamental iron shapes and rods, or even slate and stone, amongst others. In the future, if you choose to try a new style, you can easily remove the fence top, slide the old style of lattice out, and place the new one in. The panels currently come in 4-foot, 5-foot, and 6-foot nominal heights, with many different styles and sizes available online. Thanks for watching. I'm Zack Johnson, and this is how.